Hi dear Marian, this is Marian&Acero. Today, July the 18th, so I just want to give you some answers to your question that in a way surprised me a bit, but anyway, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, initially, what I sent you is a document for you to see certain sections, because as you can see, the extension of the document plus the purpose of the document in a way is different to your document. So we're talking about a document that has 234 pages, and we're talking about a report that is talking about taking less pages and different purposes, etc. However, at a certain point, you share with this study because it is not like an implementation study, it's a review of something that has happened. So that's something, and that's the similarity that we are doing. As I told you in the document follow-up, so there are general considerations based on our agenda, the one that we have, plus the new ones that I included. So that's why here is go to the model I'm sending you to see the comments. So when you go to the document, what I expect you to do is that you see certain sections that I have highlighted for you, plus the comments. Let me see, for example, this one. If you open this comment, so you will understand what exactly do I want you to see and to include, for example, the sections of the introduction, well, etc., etc. So this is what I want you to see. So that's why I was taking. As these ones, they are, for example, saying the articles presented in this report provide an overview on. And this is probably a part that you have to consider for your research. That is similar to the chart that you did. So what do you want to show with this literature review? I guess that you want to show is that reflective teaching is important, that there are certain many strategies to actually help teachers improve their reflective teaching, but what you're doing is just selecting a couple of those strategies. This is in general terms what you want to do. Regarding your questions of two introductions, that's something that I'm confused about that. The format that you will always keep in mind is the format that we are using at Savannah. So that's why see some examples at Intellectum Uni Savannah. I have here one for you, and this is the way your project have to look like. So it has like a running head title, it has to have certain sections, and as you can see, they have the abstract, the resume, and they only have one introduction, my dear. So I don't know why you're talking about having two introductions if it is not necessary. So see, for example, that all the research papers in the master's program, they have like an introduction, the theoretical framework. For example, this one, I would prefer that probably to be more specific. What are the parts, the research designs, what are the sections, the pedagogical intervention, etc., etc. So I think that with this I answer your question. Again, my general comments regarding this is that at the end you start talking about your teachers, and you start talking about the 10 teachers, etc., but it was not mentioned before. So there must be a way that we complement what you are doing, and what is the purpose of talking about these English teachers of the city of Sogamoso, because this one is probably not part of the research design. It's probably of a diagnosis that you wanted to do with teachers before, and I think that that is the way that it has to be presented. That initially you gathered certain information with some teachers to see their beliefs about reflective teaching, and based on that you decided to do the study. So I think that that is the way to be presented, otherwise it will be very, very confusing. So please take your time in reading, analyzing. My strongest suggestion is that you actually highlight outline the information, so you can actually see how all the parts are connected. These strategies, as in the document that I sent you, are the strategies that that the researchers actually selected. So they said that they are going to be checking distance, blended, online, prediction, etc., etc. So you have to consider what you will be analyzing in your analysis of literature. This is exactly what you have to do. So in order to summarize is one, I want you to define who is going to be the target of your audience. Are you trying to teach teachers how they should reflect, or are you talking to trainers? That's a key idea. Second one, what is the intention and the objective of this research? You want to theoretically show that reflective teaching is something that should be done in Colombia. And what justifies that is that you did some work with some English teachers and you found certain details. So that's why you found certain strategies and certain categories of analysis to show that reflective teaching is actually used. So please check what I'm saying. Probably that's not what you want to do, but indeed that's something that you have that has to be clear before you do any corrections. Okay, dear? Bye-bye.